I wanted to do a video today before I get into my training session, just talking a little bit about how you get stuck and how to get out of it. I've run into a lot of my friends that feel like they're just stuck at the grade that they're climbing at. And one of the biggest things that have helped me is climbing harder. I love climbing with my friends. I probably climb with my friends 4 or 5 days out of the week, but I reserve 1 or 2 days where I'm either climbing by myself at my project grade or climbing with someone else who's also climbing at their project grade. So we're at the same level, or maybe they're a little bit better than me. And that's because, you need to be introducing a stimulus to your body that's intense enough to force your body to adapt. If you're not stimulating your body at a high enough threshold, your body's just not going to adapt. You're not going to get any stronger. You're not going to build up your endurance, and you're not going to get better at climbing. So it's very important that you reserve 1 or 2 days, ideally 2, if you're recovering well enough, 2 days out of the week where you're climbing at your project grade, you're climbing intensity, 90 to 100% effort. Another thing that I found really helpful is addressing your weaknesses. You really can't avoid them because that's going to be where most of your growth actually lies. I've had many weaknesses over this last year that I've had to address one at a time. Just to name a few: my endurance, my strength on certain holds like slopes I'm really bad at, pinches, my strength is lacking but getting better. Footwork has been an issue. What else has been an issue? Those are just a couple things to name off. But the point I'm making is you need to be addressing your weaknesses, and ideally the best time to do that is when you're climbing with your friends, because usually that's not when you're climbing at 90 to 100% effort, and that's the perfect opportunity to work on your footwork. Work on, if you're climbing a route that has holds that are somewhat optional and maybe they're not good, go seek out those kind of bad holds or awkward positions, because you're going to find some growth there, and you're going to become better when you are forced to use those kind of holds and they're no longer optional. That's really helped me. If I'm climbing an easy route and I see a position or a hold where I'm like, I don't actually want to move there, I'm moving there just to get the reps in, because there's plenty of times where I've been on a route where I have to go into an awkward position, or I have to go out to this bad hold, and it feels very uncomfortable. But because I'm already conditioning myself to accept that reality, it becomes much easier to get through some of the routes that have those kinds of problems. So address your weaknesses and don't avoid them. Another thing that's really helpful is spacing out your recovery. I've noticed for myself recently, simply because I've become busier, I've had to put some days in between some of my climbing days, and that's actually been really helpful because I'm coming to the gym fresher. I'm able to give a higher degree of effort on some climbs, and I'm noticing more growth. I'm slowly breaking into the 513 grade. We just had a new set go up. It's like a 513 minus that I'm working on, and it's not going that well, but we're making progress. But the only reason why I'm even able to attempt the route is because I'm going in a lot more rested. I'm able to give 90 to 100% on the section that I'm working on, and then walk away from it and feel good about it. So rest is very important. If you're not getting the rest, you're not going to have the conditioning to be able to go in and give 90 to 100% 1 or 2 times a week, and that's where you're going to grow. So very important that you're resting. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Join the Discord if you want help on your projects or just want to ask some other questions. And we'll see you in the next video.